Creating jobs in the Trak platform is simple, it's easy, it can be done in lots of areas of the platform, and it's where everything starts in the Trak platform. In Trak, everything starts with creating a job because you might want to add files to it, you might want to add photos to it, you might want to add documentation or an email or something to the job that is the basis and trigger to get things going. From there, you might allocate staff to it, you might create a quote within it, or you might manage it in different ways depending on the type of business that you run. You can create a job from your main dashboard by selecting the plus button at the top. That will open up your job card and it will allow you to create a new job. You can create a job from your job calendar. So from your job calendar, you'll see that there is a plus button at the top right. You can create a job from here as well. You will also notice that in your inbox in the Trak platform, you'll be able to create a job from there as well. So from your emails tab, if you've got an email that's been allocated, you can either allocate it to an existing job or you can create a new job and it will pull that email through and add it to the job on creation. The most common place that people create jobs is under their jobs tab. When you select your jobs tab in the Trak platform, it will open up an overview of all your jobs, but you can also create a new job from this new tab here at the top. Wherever you choose to create a job from, it's entirely up to you. But when you create a job, it will always open up with this job card. You can use automations in the Trak platform to automatically create jobs. You can also use the Trak booking form under your settings and integrations to create your own booking form, to paste it on your website, social medias, or issue it to a client. And if that form is filled out, it will automatically create the job for you. In this instance, we're going to go through creating a normal job card. Depending on what is critical to your business and what job defaults you've got set will depend on how this job card looks. You can have a default job name. In this instance, we're naming a job manually, but you can use lots of different placeholders to automatically name the job. You might just use the site address, or you might use the client name, or you might use another method like your job type or something similar to name your jobs, or a mixture of all of them. You can use these as placeholders and they can be saved in your job defaults so your job naming is done for you. However, you can just name a job whatever you want. The description of a job is also entirely up to you. The description can be really simple. It can be very basic and it can be just the bare minimum that you want to put on a job, or you don't need to put a description there at all. The description does flow through the platform for you, however, to make life simple. If you've got a job that you've got a decent description on, when someone opens up the job, they will be able to see it, which helps direct them and understand the requirements of the job. That description will also flow through to a quote if you want it to. It also flows through to a report if you want it to, so that you're not constantly retyping and typing similar things throughout the job's history. It's sucking through the information for you to save you time. If you are a business that uses the same job description, maybe just varied a little bit, or maybe just does 7 or 8 different types of work, and it's very similar all the time, I suggest that you add some scripts. Under your name in Trak and your templates, you can create scripts, and they can be scripts for jobs, so that you can select a script, add the details in, and it will drop all your wording in. You can also add more info if required. Okay. The site address is entirely up to you. The site address is linked to mapping. So if you start looking through the system, it will filter them out. You can add it and it will add your mapping to the job. If you choose a client from your list and it's already set up, or you set up a new client and create a new client, you can choose that address automatically fills out this detail as well. In the Trak platform, you've got your ability to make a job private. This simply means that only admin can view this job or people who are manually added to the job. It overrides the access levels that you've got in the system to hide a job from other users in the platform. You can also choose to add users to a job whenever you want. Lots of businesses will create a job and then it might take them weeks and weeks and weeks or months to win the job before they add users to it. Some businesses have emergency works. They create the job and add a user at this stage, and they'll get notified that they've been added to the job automatically. On the top right, you've got your client. Your client will link to whoever is set up in the system. If this is set up with Xero or QuickBooks or similar, you can sync your existing clients across and they will all be here. If you create a new client in the Trak platform by pressing the plus button, it will open up your ability. You can also sync this to Xero or QuickBooks and it will create it in your QuickBooks or Xero account based on your actions here. A client can be created as a business or an individual, and you choose your default based on your business type. You can create custom fields against different clients, so you can capture critical information against that client. Once that client has been created, you can add them to the system. You can also add as many contacts as you want to that particular client. So if you want to add an additional contact, you can create a new one. You can choose their position. You can link them to that company so they'll be there again for you in the future. Or you can add multiple people to the job. So nice and easily, you can add one or multiple contacts to a job. It will grab all of their contact information, emails, phone numbers and details. So when you're using the job and you might want to send an email, these people will pop up first. Or if you want to send a text message, these people will pop up first, so that it's always linking you and directing you to the main site contacts for your communications. In the Trak platform, you've got a start date and you've got an end date. This will be dependent on the type of business that you run. You don't have to put a start and end date in. If you've got a job that's going to go for 2 years, you don't have to put it in the system. It's up to you. If you're a business where a job only goes for a day or 2 days or a week and you want to show it on your calendar for your forward planning of work and understand your capacity, you can put a start and end date in. This start date and this end date will put the job on your job calendar so you can see your forward planning of work. In the Trak platform, you can break your jobs down into job types. Job types are really important. For one, it gives you the ability to capture critical information so you can understand profitability in different areas of your business. You can understand the jobs you win and lose in different areas of your business. So from a data point of view, it's really important. But it will also pull through defaults based on those job types, like custom fields or day docket rates or critical information based on those job types. In the Trak platform, you can have custom fields for different job types. So for example, I might have BuilderWorks. So when I choose BuilderWorks, it automatically puts another custom field here for purchase order number. Okay, so you can create custom fields based off the type of work. The status of the job is entirely up to you. It will open up all your statuses. You can choose where this job starts. This might be an inquiry. It might be requiring quoting. It might be an emergency job that's already approved. It might be a set rate job that's already got purchase order. You choose where your journey starts and what suits your businesses. Once again, these statuses are customizable and can be changed in your settings. Your folders tab is also customizable. From your templates tab, you can choose to have multiple different folder sets. They can be linked to a job type, but it allows you to get folders to automatically drop onto the job by default in the system. A lot of these settings, such as the job name, the folders, the statuses, the job types, the custom fields, these can all be set by default in the system under your company settings and job defaults, so that you don't need to press as many buttons each time to create a job. The custom fields are also critical for you. Any information that you need to get onto a job, you can create as a custom field so that you can capture critical information. It might be purchase order numbers or insurance numbers or job numbers from different businesses or details that you use. It might be the type of work it is, or it might be critical information that's relevant for your particular business. They can be created in your custom fields, and you can place them onto your jobs, and you can use them throughout the platform, automatically getting them to show on PDFs, showing them on your calendar, making them available to subcontractors, whatever is relevant to you. This allows you full access to all your information in the system.